Hello, I'm going to do a pick a card reading today using these three Sacred Destiny cards, and basically whichever one you are drawn to, we'll use that as your choice, and there'll be timestamps below to get directly to your reading, okay, as we go through. So yeah, thank you very much for coming and clicking on this video. I really hope that it's helpful to you, and I really appreciate you coming to see me today, so that's awesome. Thank you ever so much for that. Okay, so we'll get started with the readings then. Okay, so everyone who chose pile 1, this is the potential card. So we're going to do a general reading with tarot based around this card, and then at the end we're gonna turn this one over and see if there's an extra message for you. So just pop this over here for now. Oops. And we'll see how we get on. We'll see what comes out for you. Okay, so let's use this deck for you. And basically everybody who was drawn to the potential card, pile 1, have we got any messages for them at this time, please? Right. So your energy, everyone in pile 1, your energy coming forward at the moment is the 6 of Wands. What's helping or hindering you at the moment is coming out as the Queen of Cups. What's brought you to this reading particularly today, and this is timeless, so whenever you find this, is the 2 of Pentacles. What's in your subconscious at the moment is the 10 of Cups. In your conscious mind, we've got the Knight of Cups. Could be quite a lot of, could be like love on your mind at the minute with all these cups in here, but we'll carry on. What's coming straight towards you, we've got the 8 of Swords. And then going forward from this, your energy is the 2 of Swords. We then have, in other circumstances or the situation, we've got the 3 of Cups. Hopes and fears, we've got the 7 of Wands. And the outcome, we've got the 5 of Wands so far. So let's see, we'll pull other cards as well to clarify as we go, but let's see what we've got for you so far. So the energy that is representing you at the moment is coming across as the 6 of Wands. So you could be having some attention from people. You could be being recognized for something that you've been achieving lately, or something that you've worked well on lately, an accomplishment that people have recognized and congratulated you for. And you could be in a good spot, possibly with career, and just feeling enthusiastic about life, because you're celebrating. This is a victory card, so hopefully something good has happened to you recently to put you in this position, this energy coming forward. Helping or hindering you, you've got the Queen of Cups. So it's like emotionally very fulfilling for you. The Queen of Cups is somebody who goes after something with all their heart. So it's interesting, you've got like the victory card here, and then you've also got this, the Queen of Cups, who is looking at her cup, which looks a lot more like a trophy than it does a cup, if you see what I mean. So it could be that you are really loving this achievement, or you're feeling very satisfied with what you've done recently, and it's been very fulfilling for you. So that's kind of what I'm getting from these two in particular so far, but we'll carry on. And what's brought you to this reading today is coming up as the 2 of Pentacles. So it's all sorts of things. The Two of Pentacles. It could be that you've been juggling, literally, work and home balance, and you know, maybe this, having this achievement and feeling satisfied and having this, maybe you've had a goal reached recently that you're really proud about, and maybe that up until this moment you've been really trying to juggle maybe two jobs or two streams of income, or keep your money balanced, or you know, it's like work-life balance. It's been quite a lot of work to maintain, but also hopefully that you've had fun while you've been working on this, and it's been an enjoyable, if a little bit hectic, it's been like an enjoyable experience for you to actually come to this place of having this achievement. In your subconscious, we've got the Ten of Cups. So this is a card of like an abundance of fulfillment. So hopefully, I really hope that you're feeling good about yourself and about what you've achieved, and feeling very fulfilled with all these cups here. I'm hoping that that means that you're in a good place right now, and you're feeling really happy about something that you've accomplished recently that's kind of given you a really good boost, and your hard work has paid off, and all the kind of, you know, balancing act that you've had to do with work, life, and you know, loved ones and everything has been worth it, and a success, and you know, it's for the benefit of everybody. And in your conscious thoughts, you have the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups represents something that comes forward to give you hope and renewed kind of creativity. And I mean, I will check and see whether it's a person or not, whether this is to do with love or something, but because it was the Wands, I'm sort of thinking it was a victory and maybe some sort of project or work or something like that. But I will see if it, you know, what we get to clarify this Knight of Cups. But hopefully you're feeling really hopeful and positive moving forward, and you're making progress, and it's something you really enjoy doing, and there's a lot of potential that you have in you. So I mean, it's funny to say potential, it is the potential card you've got here, so that's kind of linked in a little bit there. But let's clarify for you what the Knight of Cups is about. Whether is it a person that's come into your life, or is in your life at the moment, or is it just how you feel about how things have been going, and how you feel in general about your recent situation. Let's see. Please can we have some clarification on the Knight of Cups for pile one, please. This one's poking out. The Ten of Cups. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, it's not specifically speaking to me as it being an actual person, more that you have really, I mean, you have the mirrored Ten of Cups here, so this is making me feel like you're really in a good place at the moment, and you've been working hard, and you have achieved something that, you know, the Queen of Cups is very dedicated and devoted to her loved ones and things like that. So it would make me feel, it makes me feel like what you've recently achieved, what you've been able to work towards and attain, is something that's made things really good for you and your family, you and your loved ones, or just in general made you feel really happy and fulfilled. So it's really cool to see the two Ten of Cups there. So I really like that for you, and I hope that's a positive time for you at the moment. In your immediate future, what's coming straight towards you, you've got the Eight of Swords. So you could be, I mean, with all this success, with all this good stuff happening, it could be that you start to feel a little bit concerned that you might lose it, or you might maybe a little bit insecure, anxious, and concerned that it might not last, or something's going to come along to spoil it, you know. And I think what I'm getting is that try not to get caught up with the negative mindset, because the swords are to do with your mental arena and communication, things like that. So I would say it's, you know, enjoy this, the positive things that are happening, and don't look at what, oh my gosh, what if it all goes wrong, or oh my gosh, what if I lose it? And, you know, don't let your mind play tricks on you. Enjoy this positivity, and feel worthy of it. And, you know, don't kind of wish it away, or don't, not wish it away, but don't kind of allow your brain allow your mind to undermine the happiness, you know, by worrying about anxiety or unnecessary worries popping in, and unhelpful thoughts, because it's not real. It's like in your head, and it's kind of, I feel like, you know, focus on the good stuff that you have got right now, and really enjoy that and appreciate that, and don't let any invasive thoughts or anxious thoughts kind of throw you off of enjoying this, the good stuff that's in your life that you're grateful for. And it's having the attitude of having that gratitude and appreciation for the good things in life, and what is going well, and what you're proud of about yourself, and what you've made and accomplished, and things is what is important to focus on at this time, and not to let any kind of wobbly anxiety, you know, pop in and kind of burst your bubble, you know what I mean? Don't let that take hold and spoil this enjoyment that, you know, you're worth having. It's worthy, you're worthy of having this enjoyment. It's like 10 of cups is like, yes, except, you know, you have this reward, you've worked for this, and you have fully allowed to enjoy this and enjoy this energy. And don't let anything sort of pop into your head to sort of worry you or upset you at this time. Just really enjoy. You're meant to enjoy this moment, and you're meant to be happy at the moment. And, you know, I feel that's a really strong message, is, you know, focus on all that lovely stuff that you have built, and you're celebrating now, and allow yourself to stay in that positivity. You going forward, so yeah, this is basically, I feel this is saying, you know, drop the if you have, I mean, it can be a choice you have to make. Also, you've got swords coming up as, you know, maybe not letting worries get to you again. As I say, this is like fear and anger or something here, and not wanting to kind of make decisions, or trying to avoid any decisions you want, maybe because you're fearful of losing something valuable. But I think, you know, you can trust yourself to make the right decisions based on your gut feelings. You have the Queen of Cups here, who is helping you in this. So the Queen of Cups is very intuitive, and it does things from a place of love and compassion. So I feel, you know, as long as you make your choices on the basis of love and compassion, and use your wisdom and your inner guidance at this time, then, you know, once you make that, any decisions you have to make, you're going to feel so much better and so much relief, because, you know, the waters are behind her there are very calm. So it's, again, it's don't let these negative thoughts or intrusive thoughts, whatever, kind of throw you off your feelings, you know, what you feel to be right, because you stick to what you feel to be right. Is always going to be the best outcome, coming from a place of love and coming from a place of compassion. So don't allow, you know, your mental fog to throw you off, really. The situation is coming across, or others is coming across as it's celebratory again. You've got another card of celebration, of people around you that are helpful and supportive, and again, more cups. So, you know, it's that kind of love and compassion and good teamwork and things like that. So the situation looks like it's not a heavy situation at all. People around you are going to be supportive of you. So really, again, you're kind of your own worst enemy if you're letting these thoughts kind of spoil what's actually happening in reality. And I feel this is just basically saying, think about the good stuff, focus on the good stuff. Your hopes and fears, again, I feel like this is sort of standing up for yourself and your hopes and fears. Maybe people, something coming along to kind of take away your happiness, or I don't know, I'm getting that feeling that you're kind of being on the defensive, but I feel like, you know, you do have the capability to overcome anything that comes along, or any competition. Nobody's going to be able to take anything away from you, so you don't have to worry about that. You're very strong, and you're going to be able to continue to keep what you value and what you've built up safe. So you know, you can protect yourself. You don't have to worry. There's nothing for you to worry about. You're very capable of protecting what you've built and what you care about. So you don't have to, you know, it's like you don't have to be concerned. And the Five of Wands in the outcome, again, I feel it's just don't get caught up in other people's drama, really. Don't let anything going on around you throw you off of what's important to you and what you value and things like that. And don't get involved in anyone else's nonsense, really. Don't allow what's going on with other people to alter how you feel about yourself and how you feel about your life and things like that. And, you know, be true to yourself and appreciate yourself and appreciate what you've done and what's important to you, and don't let anything else kind of change your mind about that. And, you know, be confident in who you are, be grateful for what you have and things like that, and what you value. And you know, you don't have to worry about that leaving or being taken away, and, you know, you don't have to get involved in other people's negativity and things like that. But let me see if there's extra messages regarding the Five of Wands in the outcome. Let me just, whoops, this one decided it wanted to come out. So Ten of Coins. Yeah. Look at this. You've got the two tens. You've got Ten of Cups twice, and you've got the Ten of Coins. This is complete, you know, everything you've wanted in life. Happy family, happy, you know, you can't, I mean, that's a lovely confirmation for me of the two Ten of Cups here. It's like, yes, regardless of what you may worry about, regardless of what you may feel internally, I feel, you know, everything else on the outside, everything else in reality is actually really positive. So this is another like super awesome combination of these. You know, you have three of them. You have Ten of Cups. It's like total abundance of fulfillment and happiness and love and everything. And then you've got the Ten of Coins, which is, you know, abundance in all sorts of areas of your life. It's a secure and happy family again. So you got all these little happy little smileys here, you know. So it's like, really, I feel like, you know, regardless of what your mind is trying to trick you to believe, you're actually in a really great place, and you're actually going to stay in a really great place, and you will be able to defend what you have. You can trust yourself to make the right decisions. There are going to be people around you that are supportive of you, genuinely. So it's like a really nice reassurance for you there. So I really like that for you. That's really awesome. So let's check out what the potential card has to say. I'll to grab the book and we'll just see what that, if there's extra messages or complementary messages to do with that for you. But it's looking really nice for you, I feel. Don't look like there's a lot to worry about. You know, you could be trapped in some insecurities and anxieties, but it's not a real prison, you know. It's not like she's not really trapped. She could easily free herself. It's just a matter of what she's focusing on, you know, and focusing on what is working and what you are happy about is a really good way to go about this, you know, because you attract what you put out. I feel if you kind of have that good attitude and have that you know, feel grateful and notice all the great stuff in your life and really enjoy it, you know, that's what you're going to attract more of. You get what you focus on. So it's a really good lesson to really focus on the good stuff, yeah, to get more of it and keep it coming. So the potential is a volcano at rest. So this card appears when you are ready to activate your potential and step into your strength. This is a time to activate those gifts you've had on the back burner in your life. You have incredible untapped potential. This is the time to allow it to flow. An inner wellspring of power is emerging. You have a profound spiritual power that is deep within you. You know, the Queen of Pentacles, sorry, silly me. The Queen of Cups is a very intuitive person. And again, using your intuition to get you through most issues in life is going to be your best bet here. Yeah, you can overcome this anxiety or this insecurity, I feel, really easily. Where are we? Do not doubt your great authority and capabilities. A dormant volcano might indicate you have uncomfortable emotions you are pressing or keeping inside, thus creating emotional stress and inner pressure. It can also mean that you're on the verge of a great expansion of energy and life force. So yeah, I just feel like it's, you know, don't doubt yourself, believe in yourself, focus on all the great stuff that you want in your life and you have in your life already, and feel worthy of having more, and feel, you know, be confident, and don't let these intrusive thoughts that you might have and other people's dramas and things like that to throw you off of your goals, because this is like a total fulfillment in all areas of your life. So it's lovely to see both of those coming out, and especially the Ten of Cups coming out twice for you. So that's what I got for you, pile one. I hope that you found that useful, and thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Please share this video if you know anybody it will really benefit, and once again I hope to see you in another video. So thanks so much for watching. Hi everybody who chose pile 2 Inner Peace. Thank you so much for coming to join me for your reading here. We're going to just shuffle these tarot and pull you out a general reading just to see what any message, if there's any messages or any guidance or anything that wants to come forward for you at this time. So we'll just see how we get on. Let's have a look. So your energy coming forward first of all is the Hanged Man. Just see if we can get it in a good place. What's helping or hindering you? We've got the Two of Wands. What's brought you to this particular reading? Out of all the readings, all the timeless readings on YouTube, let's see, is the Three of Pentacles for you. Okay, and then what's in your subconscious is the Page of Cups. In your conscious thoughts, we've got the Five of Pentacles. What's coming straight towards you is the Three of Swords. And then you, after this situation, you know, this current situation, going forward, your energy is the Two of Swords. Oh, my wire's in the way. And then the situation or others, in general, we've got the Four of Cups. So there's a lot of emotions going on for this reading. Hopes and Fears is coming out as the Death card. And then the outcome is the Lovers. Alright, interesting. Alright, let's see. And we'll just clarify as we go if we need to, okay? So let's see how we get on. Now, your energy coming across at the moment is represented by the Hangman. And the Hangman energy is kind of, it's a couple of things. It can be where you want to surrender in some, you know, kind of wait and see, pause and kind of reflect on things. It's about not really taking action just at the moment, but at the same time not kind of hanging around too long. It's okay to have a pause at the moment and take stock of what's going on. And then basically also the Hangman is maybe you are now seeing a situation in a different light, from a different perspective. So it's about, you know, it's okay at the moment to kind of pause and take stock and maybe look at things more, you know, in your life as more of an observer, you know, sort of look at what's actually happening. I sometimes find, you know, if you're wanting to see things from a new perspective, which is kind of one of the main messages of the Hangman here, is to write everything down. So if you get like a nice little line notebook and you kind of write your train of thought, write about how you're feeling and things like that, it's quite good, and it's quite cathartic to get that out onto paper. It stops it whirling around in your brain, you know, and then you get it onto paper and you can read about it, and it's like, oh, sometimes you'll come to this different point of view, this enlightenment, as it were, by yourself, you know, by just sort of having a look at what the facts are and having a look at it like from an outside perspective, from a different perspective. So it's could be a time where, you know, there's things have happened, and maybe you're kind of, you're either seeing it from a different angle right now, something has happened to make you do that, or you're kind of wanting to, kind of needing to let something go and take your hands off the wheel a bit and just see what pans out at the moment. Yeah. What's helping or hindering you? You've got the Two of Wands. So this is kind of like, well, what more is out there? I feel, what are my options? How am I going to move forward, you know, with this situation, or how you know, what choices are ahead of me, and what more do I want out of life, and things like that. So it's kind of a reflecty mood in a way, where you might be, you know, having that time to kind of like pause and just have a think about what's going on. And the Two of Wands is like, you know, are you're being called to kind of expand, or, you know, make that choice, make that decision to go for something and expand your world and things like that. So having this time to kind of think things through is going to be able to, it's going to allow you to look at what your prospects are and what your options are, and whether you want to kind of dive into something new, what's going to inspire you moving forward and things like that. What are you capable of? What more can you do? So it's kind of good to have that energy where you're kind of taking away the need to control everything right now, and just seeing what's out there, seeing what comes to you, what is inspiring to you as you kind of just have this moment. What's brought you to this particular reading today? You've got the Three of Pentacles. So I'm not getting a specific theme, because you've got a few different, I think you've got all the elements here. Yeah, you've got Pentacles, you've got Wands, you've got Cups, you've got Swords. So you've got it, because it's like a general. I don't think it's any one thing in particular. The Three of Pentacles, which you've had a chance to show off your talents. Maybe you've been, you know, collaborating on something, and maybe now you're like, well, I've had some success, I've shown my talents and things like that, and now I'm, you know, what else could be out there for me? Maybe I work with others again? Do I go alone? Do I, you know, it's kind of like, what's going to inspire me the most? You know, I've achieved something, I've been successful. I'm at this crossroads now. Where do I go from here? What would I, you know, what am I capable of going forward? I feel. In your subconscious, you've got the Page of Cups. So you're looking. I feel like your subconscious is wanting something to come along that's going to really be a nice surprise. Like it's like something that's fires you up creatively again, gives you, it's like it's something that's lighting you up, something to be really happy about going into, something that's got potential to be fulfilling down the line and things like that, something to put your heart into, and it's going to light you up and things like that coming along. So you're ready, you kind of feel like you're ready for like this pure, happy, you know, creative new energy to come along. And in your current thoughts, I feel that, you know, if it's to do with work, it's like don't draw attention to your weaknesses. You've already proven that you have good skills and talents. You're, you know, the Three of Pentacles is like showing off, showcasing what you're good at and things like that, and working successfully with others, and creating something of value and things like that. So if it's pertaining to work, so it's like, well, if this project has come to an end, or if this you know, maybe this collaboration is finished, or you've been there, done that, you know, and now it's like, well now what do I do? What do I aim for now? And you're looking for that something that's going to fire you up inside and increase your potential in some way. I feel this is like, well, you know, you may be having doubts about your capabilities. You may be having concerns that you haven't got the resources or something like that. You know, it's kind of giving me that, what if I'm not good enough? What if I can't, you know, match the, you know, what they need from me? You know, it's kind of giving me those vibes like imposter syndrome, or, you know, I don't know, I'm getting that. I will take a couple clarification cards out as we go along. So let's start with this one. What's the Five of Pentacles pertaining to, please, in the current thoughts? I'll pile two, please. This one's sticking out at me. Three of Cups. Maybe you've worried, I mean, about how people are going to think, what people are going to think about you and your abilities and things like that. Three of Cups is others, and I mean, it's celebration. It can be gossip as well. So I mean, with these two together, I'm maybe wondering whether you're concerned about if you're going for a new job, or if you're thinking about going your own way, doing your own business, or going for a new job, or, you know, putting yourself out there. How are others going to, you know, you've got the tried and tested people that you're comfortable with, and you're excited to do something new maybe, but it's like, how are you going to be received? How are people going to think of you? Are you going to fit in with a new team? I feel like saying here. And that could be worry for you, coming from, especially if you've had a collaboration before that's been successful and been really comfortable and a good experience. It's like going into that new territory, that unknown territory, and worrying about it too much, you know, thinking about it too much. Think about it in a different way. Think about, you know, they're going to be lucky to have me, or this is going to be really great and happy, exciting, rather than, you know, oh my god, what if I don't fit in? Oh my god, what if I'm lacking in some way? I don't know. That's what I'm getting for this particular reading. I mean, obviously, you know, it's feeling like work to me because of the Three of Pentacles, but any kind of new friend group, or any, you know, where you're kind of mixing with other people, it's like, am I going to be accepted, or am I going to fit in, or, you know, am I going to be able to fit in as well as I did before? I don't know. That's kind of what I'm getting at the moment, but we'll carry on. We'll see what else. Now you've got the Three of Swords in your immediate future. So I'm thinking bearing in mind what we've been talking about already, we're thinking about this. You're kind of pondering making a move, maybe. And if you're pondering making a move, and you're pondering on branching out and going out into the world a bit more, and expanding on, you know, maybe a new partnership, or going, you know, taking a new direction, you know, and kind of boldly going in this new direction, it could be that when you do this, you're going to have some sadness about what you're leaving behind. There's going to be, it's a bittersweet, you know, it would be a bittersweet moment, wouldn't it, where you're kind of leaving behind something that has been successful for you up until now, and has been harmonious, and going out off into this new adventure, and maybe, you know, not having so many people around you that are familiar, you know, having to redo all the making friends again, or, you know, making good contacts again, or being around new people that don't know you as well, and there is going to be a little bit of sadness, and it's really you know, that's temporary. It's a temporary sadness, which is what all these minor cards are, really only temporary. You know, it's not, I mean, you've got the one major so far, that's all so far, in this current situation, is this, you know, having to look at things in a different way and put a different spin on things. And, you know, in order to make progress, sometimes we have to go in a different direction, and then everything we've known is upside down. Everything is turned on its head. I mean, you're right to do it. You have the Page of Cups, which means, you know, you inside, I feel that, you know, your intuition is saying this is going to be good for me. But yeah, it's scary, and yeah, it's sad to leave behind the familiar. But yeah, I mean, these days nobody's really left behind. I mean, the world's quite a small place now because of, you know, social media and being able to contact people and that. You know, it's not like you're at, you know, it might not be such a big loss as what you're worried it's going to be. But yeah, there could be, I mean, there's going to be a little bit of regret when you go to somewhere new, or you go to a new group of friends, or a new work environment, or whatever it is. I mean, but at the end of the day, you're doing it for a good reason, because you need to, this is telling me you need to change your direction, and you need to, you know, move on and achieve something else, you know, for whatever reason, that whether it ended naturally, or it's just, you know, something's come to a close, or you feel like you want a change, you want something new. You know, it's inevitable that there's going to be some sadness, because you're leaving something that's familiar, but it's not, you know, it's you're going to heal from it as well. It's not going to, it's only a fleeting moment, I feel. And I think the benefits are going to outweigh any kind of feelings of insecurity or feelings of sadness that happens from taking this new direction, taking this leap into this whole new journey. So your energy going forwards, you've got the Two of Swords. So really, you know, you could be having mixed feelings, obviously, for all the reasons I've been saying before. This is, yes, your energy you might be feeling having mixed feelings. I feel this is, but you know, in your heart, I feel you making the decision from your heart, from your intuition, what's really guiding you, what your passions are, what you know is going to make you happy eventually, what you know you have to do for yourself. I feel, you know, once you take away those, you know, get the mental kind of intrusive thoughts and negativity out of the way, I think, and go from your heart space and make those decisions from what you know is going to be true for you, then you'll be able to make that decision, and you'll be happy with the decision that you've made. The Four of Cups, again, is like some little worries I feel you're going to have. Have I made the right choice? what if I'm not satisfied with what's being offered after all? I think that's one of those. I mean, you have two outcome cards here that are really telling me this is going to be a very positive change for you, and a very positive outcome from this decision that you've made. Know in your heart of hearts, you know what it is you need to do. And if you have been feeling like you've needed that change of direction, I think you're going to take the leap. In spite of any trepidation you might be feeling, you know, I feel you know deep down that it's what you need to do. And yeah, I mean, others may be feeling a bit sad to have lost you, or, you know, if it's work, like, you know, what a shame, you know, that we what were offering wasn't enough to keep you, you know, or they could be feeling a bit disappointed that you decided to move. But that's really, that isn't for you to worry about. I think you have to, you know, if this is others representing others, and, you know, maybe what they weren't seeing your potential, or they weren't offering you what you needed to stay. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting that, really. You know, you there like, oh, this is what I'd like, and they're like, well, you know, they're not picking up on what you needed for yourself, and you know, that you aren't ultimately responsible for others' feelings about you doing something that is important to you. You know, that's their business. It's nothing to do with you, and you mustn't let that hold you back, because people that are really there for you will support you in what you really want to do and be behind you. So that isn't your business. You know, if anyone's disapproving or whatever, that's their business, not yours. Don't get involved in it. Hopes and fears, death. Yeah, I mean, it's a big change. If this is what we're talking about, you know, and this is ringing true for you. Any making this new, breaking out into this new area, this new path, making this commitment to this new choice, something that's firing you up, going the whole way now into this new direction, is going to be scary, yeah. But it's something that's going to be worth it, because the sun, you see the sun beam down there, and there's, you know, this is a whole pure new energy coming in for you. That is, it might be a bit uncomfortable. The transition looks like it might be a bit uncomfortable, because yes, you're changing track, you're going after something that you really want. It's a big decision that you don't want to rush. And yes, there's all sorts of reasons to be a bit nervous, but this is a transformation that you're going through that's going to be so much, you know, it's going to be worth it. And I think you have to make peace with the fact that it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable, but ultimately the death card I love to see, because it shows as a big transformation that's highly necessary for your personal development and your happiness going forward and things like that. So it's a good idea. It's kind of make peace with it, you know. And I think, you know, don't fear change. Change is inevitable in this sense, and it is for your ultimate but good, because here we go with the Lovers in the outcome, which in this particular case I feel is you know, what started as a longing, or like a little dream to have this fulfillment, and the outcome is turned into you in complete having a complete match in, like, your life is like exactly how you want it to be. You're very happy in your own skin, you're very happy with the outcome, you are feeling really fulfilled. You and your higher self, this is kind of you and your higher self are like on the same page at last, you know, where you're in a life that is a complete match for you, and is hugely kind of rewarding and fulfilling, and you were going to be happy that you made that change, and happy that you went through this transition, because, you know, now it's complete harmony, it's fulfillment, it's an abundance of happiness and feeling really good about yourself and good in your own skin, and attracting all the good stuff into your life, because you kind of have that happiness radiating out from you. You know, you're in a really awesome place in your life. So I really like that for you in the outcome. It sounds funny because it's like the same girl almost, from what brought you to this reading to the outcome. It's almost like the same girl, the same character as coming through this journey, to have made the right choice for them, and to be doing something that is true for them, and will bring them so much happiness and abundance and everything, all the good stuff. So that's really awesome. So what we'll do now, I don't even need to clarify that because it's a really awesome card to end on, I feel. Inner peace. So inner peace, let's see what inner peace has got to say for you in the book. Let me just go find it for you, and we'll see if there's extra messages or any complimentary messages from this card for you. So inner peace is your birthright. Tranquility occurs when you realize your life is unfolding according to divine planning. Serenity isn't something you have to work for or search for. It already exists within you. To find this inner peace, simplify your life, spend time in nature, and listen to the message of your soul. Yeah, that's what we were saying, wasn't it, really? True peace transcends fear and connects you intimately to the Creator. Breathe deeply and fully, knowing all is well. Yeah, using that inner knowledge, using that inner light of yours to guide you through this whole into this new phase that's going to be, yeah, I mean, it's ultimately saying, you know, go with your heart, what your heart wants out of life. Go with that and trust that, because it's not going to steer you wrong in this case, I feel. And any of these obstacles are quite, you know, they're going to be temporary, but the big energies, the major arcanas are are sort of reinforcing the fact that yes, it's a really good change for the better, and ultimately you're going to come out of this so much happier, feeling like you know, this is the life you've wanted, this is the you've wanted to be, and it's just, you know, you made that right decision all that time ago, and you'll be looking back and being grateful that you went with your heart in this instance, and it worked out brilliantly for you. So I really like that for you. If you find that useful, I'd love to hear a comment, and, you know, write down below what you thought, and pass it on if you know anybody that would benefit from this. I would love to know that more people were helped by this reading. So I really thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I really appreciate that. Thank you ever so much, and I really hope to see you again in another reading. Thank you so much. Bye. Hi everybody who chose Purity for pile 3. Thanks ever so much for joining me. Sorry, I had to move my camera about there. Sorry about that. Yeah, we're going to do a general reading, and at the end we'll, hopefully that's in the right place, my little screeny thing has gone off, so yeah, we'll do a general reading, and then at the end we'll turn to the book for Purity, and we'll see if there's extra info that we can share for you. So what messages have we got for pile 3 today, please? The best and highest good. Whoops. Pile 3. Okay. So your energy coming forward today, pile 3, is the Queen of Swords. Where are we? Hopefully that's right. What's helping or hindering you? We've got the 5 of Wands. Okay. What's brought you to this particular reading today is the High Priestess. And what's in your subconscious? We've got Temperance. Sorry, my camera's monitoring thing is decided to shut itself off, so I'm hoping that you can see these okay. I'm sort of peering over the top of my phone at the minute, sorry about that. What's coming up, oh, sorry, what's in your conscious thoughts right now is the Ten of Cups. Like to see that. And then coming straight towards you, you've got the Hangman. And then your energy going forward from this current situation is the Ten of Swords. Hope that you can see that one. The situation, others, is the Six of Pentacles. We've got hopes and fears coming in as the Page of Wands. And then the outcome is the Tower. Okay. I will grab clarification. So we'll just see how we get on as we go along. All right. So let's start with your energy at the moment that's coming through. Is coming through as the Queen of Swords. So yeah, you could be feeling, you know, like it's like you want to take stock and cut anything out of your life that isn't particularly helpful to you anymore. You can see things clearly, I feel. And that would tie in with the High Priestess being what's brought you to this reading, where you've gone inward and sort of found the answers within. And you feel like you've come to like a certain truth, or you've come to a realization where you can see things clearly and you're thinking logically after kind of deep diving for a while, and kind of evaluating everything that's going on around you, and sort of sitting there and kind of gathering the intel, and then like working through everything within, and now you're ready to kind of put what you've discovered into action, it feels like, and make some changes based on what you've come up with as you've been in this kind of introspective period leading up to this. So going forward, you want to kind of have everything planned out, take anything away that you know is holding you back, or that's clouding your vision or clouding your judgment, so that you can kind of move forward and get things moving now, and do things, have a sort of plan of action and be able to stick to it regardless, and stay focused on what you want to achieve as you go forward. What's helping or hindering you? You do have a lot going on. With the Queen of Swords energy, I would hope that you'd be able to assert yourself and to be able to delegate or drop anything that's kind of cluttering up your what you want to do. Five of Wands is kind of like it's busyness around you, I feel. You could have a lot of ideas bouncing around as well, but I feel like you come to sort of a good point where you've got really good grasp on what you want to do, and what you need to do, and what your priorities are and things like that. And I feel you're not going to get sidetracked by anyone else's drama or any chaos going on around you. I don't think that you're going to be affected by that, because you kind of you seem like you're quite determined at the moment to get what you need to do done and things like that. So you're in a good, strong position to not be swayed by anything going on around you, and not be put off by anything going on around you right now. In your subconscious, we've got the Temperance card, which is basically reminding you, yes, you're very determined, you have a clear plan of what you want, and you stand up for yourself, and be true to yourself, but you also need to look after yourself in this time as well, as you're changing one situation into another here, and that the road will probably be a bit changeable, but you have the determination, I feel, to cope with that. And as long as you stay flexible and take care of yourself, and don't go too crazy work-wise, or, you know, look after yourself. Be prepared to have things not always go to plan, but at the same time, know you have the capacity to deal with anything that comes along, and make peace with the fact that the road ahead may not always be a straight line. But yeah, I mean, you're going to be, I feel like you're in a really good place to deal with whatever comes along, and you're not going to have any issues. You're not going to be put off of the course of action that you've come up with. You know, this is you've been doing all the soul searching, and you've been doing all that, like I say, introspection. And now you're prepared, and, you know, nothing is going to throw you off your goals here, I don't feel. In your conscious mind, you could be really, this is maybe what you're aiming for, this happiness, this fulfillment. You know deep down inside what you need, and you have a plan to execute it, basically, and to kind of get rid of that debris that doesn't belong, you know, that hasn't been helpful to you, any other people's nonsense, you know, and things like that. Things that you've been doing that may not have been conducive to your happiness or your well-being and things like that. You're going to be able to kind of cut that away, because you want to have that fulfillment and have that happiness, and you're setting your sights on that, I feel. With the what's coming straight for you, you've got the Hangman, so I feel that this is doing things, you know, you are going to be seeing things in a different light, I feel. You are going to be having a new angle on things, and you know, you've got the High Priestess and the Hangman either side here, so it feels like you have been doing this introspection, and because of this, you know, really going inward and sort of looking for what is really going to be helpful to you, and what's going to, you know, what means the most to you, and what you want out of life and things like that. You've done that soul searching, you've come up with the answers and the truth of what it is you really want. That's going to make you feel at ease with yourself, and that's going to make you happy, in spite of what anyone else thinks, or anyone else's BS, or, you know, in spite of that. And now you have a new perspective on how you're going to go forward and how you're going to do things. And yeah, I feel that's just like a change in how you view things, how you go about things, a whole new mindset. In the you going forward, your energy going forward, you do have that, how can I say this? You have a resolution in that you have definitely cut out whatever these unhelpful factors are in your life. They are done with. It's been resolved. You know, there isn't any more aggro coming from these situations that have been not helping you. You know, you've cut them away. With the Queen of Swords, she doesn't have any qualms in cutting things out that aren't helpful to her, or negative to her. You know, she has no problem with, you know, letting go. And this Hangman is like letting go of that. You know, it's a surrendering that stuff, you know, as well as having that new perspective. It's letting go of stuff that is, you know, she knows isn't good for her. He or she, obviously, but, you know, the Queen of Swords is that energy, you know, where they won't suffer fools, or they won't allow anything to kind of cloud their judgment or get in the way of what they know is to be true for them, you know, to be authentic for them. And this, it feels like, you know, it's basically underlining that, you know, that is done with, that is completed, that is a completion now of whatever this was with this mindset, or any negativity is done with now. And it's over, and this new dawn is coming where it's a whole fresh new attitude, a whole fresh new start, and a whole mental overhaul, and a whole new mindset about life going forward for you. In your situation, others, etc., you've got the Six of Cups. So this is, you're going to be protected, you're going to be have helpful people around you. You're going to feel like things are a lot easier and more harmonious, and it's much more give and take, and it's kind of a simpler situation. Now you've cleared away all this negativity and all this unhelpful stuff and this clutter, and this mental anxiety and all that is gone. Unhelpful thoughts, intrusive thoughts is gone, and you're seeing things in a new way, and you've let go of the things that are no longer kind of useful to you. You're going to be stepping closer to that, to what you are looking for, that emotional happiness and fulfillment, and the love and the creativity and all that good stuff is going to be there around you as you go forward in this, like with this kind of fresh, new, innocent, happy energy, you know, where you've got rid of all this baggage here, and you're going forward in a much more hopeful way, in a way that suits you better, and is going to, you know, be much more fulfilling to you. So, you know, I really feel that you're going to really be happy that you've left this stuff behind you, you know. And then hopes and fears, we've got the Page of Wands. So this, I feel, sees you feeling much more hopeful about life, much more ready to take on new adventures, being free from being pinned down, you know, free to kind of be more childlike again. You know, this is like your inner child as well, like being happier, like cheering you on, like, yeah, this is what we wanted to do. We wanted to have this harmony and this much more love and happiness in life, and this new sense of adventure, and it's a brand new start, but it's like you're going to be feeling excited about it, you know. You're not going to mind it being new again, if you see what I mean. For example, if you've got a new job, or you're starting your own business, or you're going to go traveling or something, it's like this, you've got your mojo back, I feel, I want to say. So it's like a really good energy, and you've got every reason to be hopeful rather than fearful about it. And the Tower is, you know, don't be alarmed. The outcome is, you know, you're having this divine intervention where, you know, there is going to be a whole new beginning based on so much, you know, like a much more stronger foundation going forward, where you've got that chance to build this for yourself, where with this energy, you know, and this energy, this wasn't sustainable to you anyway, that old situation, and it wasn't good for you, and you have these blessings coming down here. So this change has been a long time coming, and now you're finally seeing your way to, you know, you have the courage and you have the vision to kind of go through into this new energy and drop all this stuff behind that's been holding you back and pinning you down and making you feel like you're not getting anywhere. And now you're kind of stepping into a nice fresh, loving, bright, exciting energy, and it's a chance to sort of make a fresh start with everything. And these people, you have one that's kind of not been facing reality and is kind of falling out of the tower, and then you've got this one who's like, oh, a change had to happen, I'm jumping out, you know, and making that change. And she, whoever it is, has got the odds, these blessings right around them as they're making that leap. Whereas the one who has been avoiding the change, or has been kind of pretending that nothing was wrong, or not wanting to face reality, is kind of plummeting down, and the odds are a little bit further away. I mean, they will be better off in the end, but, you know, at the time it's more of a shock to them, because it's like, oh gosh, you know, this divine intervention has come along, and I've been not really being true to myself, or facing reality, the reality of what's going on, and it's a bit more of a jolt for them. But you, I feel, you know, you've seen there has to be a change. You've done all the groundwork, you've been, you know, you've gone inwards and you've been honest with yourself, and I feel, you know, it's time for a change, and you are accepting that, going with the flow, thinking about taking care of yourself. But you know, you have this temperance. It's time to turn this situation into a new situation and go towards happiness. And also, you know, this change is inevitable, and it's better to be aware it needs to happen, and thinking about all the good stuff that can come from it, than to kind of block it out and pretend everything's okay when it's not. Because it's more of a jolt when it happens. But you know, ultimately, it's I don't mind the Tower card. I like to see it, actually, because it means that a situation that wasn't good for us is being brought to an end, and the new path that you're going to be on is going to be something that's much more rewarding and much more feel like, you know, more comfortable for you. So it's all for the greater good. I know it's a scary card, but it is all for the greater good. Let me get one more for the Tower. Can we have one more card regarding the Tower and the outcome for pile 3, please? Oh, 6 of Wands. There you go. There you go. That's a good indication. You have 5, 6 of Wands. So coming out of the chaos, coming out of the discord, and things not really getting anywhere, or not really making much sense, you've got this moment where you know there's a change that has to happen, and you're being brave about it. You're dropping anything that's not good for you anymore. You're being honest with yourself about what the reality is, and you're embracing that change, saying, okay, let's do this, let's rip the plaster off, rip the band-aid off, and make this change. But the victory, there's victory after this. This is a card of celebration, of success. This is you being recognized for your achievements, you having that victory at the end of this. So it's a really great sign. It's like this, yes, this is exactly what you needed to do. And yeah, it's a bit daunting, but all that you know, that crap is behind you. And it's not coming back. This is a whole new road for you that's going to be leading you to what you've got in your mind, what you keep in your mind as you go through this. Yeah, and that's going to help you achieve, and that's going to help keep you strong when you need to, you know, you're going through this process of change. So that's really great. Let's see what the Purity card has to say, to add to, if there's anything to add at the end. Let's get my book and let's see what the Purity card wants to add to your reading at the end for you. Let me see. Here we go. Right, no matter what has happened in the past, everything can be fresh and new again. Here we go, fresh new energy. This innocent new energy coming in, this exciting new kind of passion about life is coming to you. Yeah, it's all coming to you in spite of what you may be worried about right now. It's on the way, and it's definitely a great outcome. The purity of your soul is shining through everything that you encounter. You are entering into a period of grace. Well, there's grace. And being, you know, kind to yourself here. Period of grace, where am I? Simply open your heart and know that the best is yet to be. The past does not need to equal the future. Your future can and will be shimmering, sparkling and bright. Well, this is what we've been saying, right? Old limiting patterns are dropping away. Well, that's limiting. So yeah, definitely. Away. I've got to stop doing this. I keep throwing myself off my track here. Dropping away. Recurring challenges are released. This is a time of redemption, forgiveness, and holy healing. Yeah, look at you. I mean, look at you. Look at you overcoming this. Like, I really like this for you. And you know, these things that you hold dear, that are important to you, you're going to be able to strive to achieve them. And it's funny, we talked about purity, didn't we? We talked about purity. This is a pure new energy, start of a new day, of all this that's been pinning you down going away. So I really love this for you, and I hope so much that this all goes your way. It looks like it's going to, and you have it within you. You know yourself, you know your own, you know what you need to do. And this is just confirmation that you should go for it, trust yourself, to be that authentic self and enjoy life going forward. And this change is something that it needs to happen to allow you to, you know, have this victory and have this success in life and going for the things that are going to make you happy. So that's awesome. Love that for you. I really appreciate you watching all the way to the end. Thank you so much. I wish you nothing but the best, and I hope that you'll come again and look at another reading. And if this has helped you, I would love for you to pass this on to friends, anyone you think might need a lift and some encouragement. I would love you to share this with them. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.